guys, welcome to this channel. If you're new here, this is your first time, welcome to all my returning subscribers. Welcome to this channel. As you all know, on this channel we talk about everything that has to do with language, lifestyle, and real life experiences. So today, as you can see from the topic below, we're going to really dive into this subject. But before that, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching the last video I posted. I got a lot of reviews in person and also like online because I posted the video on other platforms, other social media platforms. But to be honest, like, I know the last topic we talked about was more about love and how my view of love has evolved over time. We talked about things like communication, commitment, and all those kind of stuff. And we also talked about chemistry, compatibility. And to be honest, I feel like there was just like a missing piece, because I met some people in person, like some people that had watched my video in real life. So they met me in person and they were like, oh, like, you really need to tell us, what is the difference between chemistry and compatibility? Like, why do you feel like, we should look for compatibility and not really focus on chemistry when you're meeting somebody new and when you're trying to build a relationship? So today, this is why I'm creating this video today, to kind of address chemistry versus compatibility, right? Like, let us dive into this topic real quick. And before we go into that, I just wanted to say that if you've not subscribed to this channel, please, you're wrong. Click on the subscribe button below, subscribe to this channel, and stay updated so that when I post a new video, you would be the first to know. Turn on your post notifications so that you can also receive alerts or notifications whenever I post a video. So let's get right into it. So chemistry and compatibility, they are like two different things, and sometimes they are codependent on each other. So for example, right, you meet a person, you have this instant connection, this instant spark, this I don't know how to describe it, but if you are a human being, like if you have blood and water flowing through your veins, there is no way, like, you can't tell me that you've never had that feeling of like instant connection with someone, especially when it's your crush or somebody you see and maybe the person is good looking, maybe from afar, you just have this like instant attraction, like, I want to get to know this person more and stuff like that. And then sometimes on the other hand, they might just happen to know you and you guys just like happen to have this like great instant connection, great talk, you start having like feeling butterflies in your belly. All those kind of things, they are good. We are humans, right? We feel. Like, if you don't have a sense of feeling towards somebody, it's just like, are you really human? So chemistry is really important, but then we need to understand that both of them can actually coexist. But what I want to demystify here today is chemistry and compatibility. Even if you have chemistry the first time you meet a person, you should look towards, checking if there is actually compatibility. And we can see that in different aspects. So for example, compatibility is more like, you meet somebody, you guys have the first instant attraction and all those kind of things, good stuff. But then compatibility, you begin to check, do we align? Do our values align? Values like, for example, if you're a Christian, for example, do you guys align spiritually? Do you guys align morally? Do you guys have the same mentality when it comes to certain things? What do they believe in? Does it rhyme with what you believe in? Are you guys thinking in the same frequency? And again, for example, like, you can have some kind of I don't want to call it standards now, I would say more like values that you uphold. So for example, if you're a person of integrity, and you don't like people that tell lies, or you don't like people that are shady, and this person you have chemistry with is not necessarily a straightforward person, or the person is sometimes diplomatic. I'm not saying being diplomatic is bad, but like, instead of telling the truth and being straightforward, they are more like they go round and round and round, and it doesn't sit right with you, because you prefer somebody that is straightforward and tells the truth. Like for you, that can be like a very important value that you hold on to. Now imagine you meet somebody and the person you have, like imagine you have chemistry with this person and this person does not necessarily have that same orientation as you. What are you going to do in that situation? This is why I say that chemistry is good, but then chemistry doesn't contribute to how long a relationship lasts. Compatibility rather is what you should be looking for, and compatibility is what would actually make your relationship last and make it grow and make it last the test of time. Let's not lie, let's just be honest with ourselves, you guys. Chemistry can be very exciting, chemistry can be very, very exciting. Like when you see their text message coming your phone, you're like, oh my god, what do they have to say? It's exciting, but it can be very deceitful, right? So you have to be very careful in compatibility. When it comes to compatibility, right, even the Bible says it in Amos chapter 3 verse 3, can two work together except they be agreed? This is where compatibility comes in. So compatibility is really important because there has to be like unity, there has to be like agreement. You guys have to have the same school of thought. No matter what kind of space you are in life, you have to be with somebody that, quote unquote, aligns with you in certain areas, aligns with you mentally, aligns with you emotionally. Okay, so imagine that you meet somebody and you guys have very good chemistry, sparks are flying, everything is fun, everything is nice and good, and next thing they start telling you that, oh, I don't believe in God. Or imagine if you're a very like family oriented person now and you believe that family is very important for you, and you know that everything you are in life right now, it was because you had a very great relationship with your family members and they are so important to you. You can't do away with your siblings. They are like a very important part of your life, and you now meet somebody that you have chemistry with and the person is telling you that, oh, I don't really care like that about family, because I mean family is family will not be there for you when you need them. Like imagine they're saying stuff like that and that does not resonate with you. I mean, you can't convince them to believe the same thing that you believe because you came from a different background. You have like a different orientation about what family is and they have a different orientation. So how do you bring your chemistry to work in a way that you guys become compatible? So that's why I say that aside chemistry, aside having the butterflies, aside having like the fun stuff, for me it's very deceitful. So you have to check it, you have to balance it. Chemistry, compatibility, it has to be very balanced. You guys have to be compatible when it comes to relationships, even in friendships too. Like there are some people that they said, there's this proverb that says the birds of the same feather flock together. If you have a friend and you actually like have an orientation when it comes to friendship whereby you believe that you should be able to share some things with your friends, you should be able to like open up, even things that you can't necessarily tell your parents or your siblings, you can tell your friend. You're confident. If your friend is your confidant, you feel like you have this orientation where it's like, I should be able to tell my friend things. I should be able to tell my friend something that is really important to me. They should be able to understand and not judge me. And then next thing, you find yourself having a friendship with somebody that you guys are not necessarily on the same page, because maybe they feel like, maybe you start seeing things like, this friend, whenever you tell them something like this, they will just go, you can't hear your gist outside. Or you tell them something, you will start seeing that other people are talking about you behind your back, and then you start wondering that, wait, oh, I actually told this person something and then I'm hearing it from this person. How are you compatible in that friendship? So for me, it's like compatibility is really important, and to be honest, you really have to balance it. So speaking more about balancing chemistry and compatibility, to be honest, I'm not saying chemistry is bad. I'm not saying chemistry is something you should run away from. No, you have blood and water flowing through your veins, so we are all human. Let's just like establish that fact. Chemistry is real. It's like you have to you can't be with somebody, or you can't be in a relationship with somebody, or even have a friendship where you guys don't have a certain level of chemistry. But my point is, how do you balance chemistry versus compatibility? This is where communication comes in. This is where expressing yourself comes in. For example, you meet a person, you should be able to express yourself, say things that are important to you, state your values, state your standards, state things that you know that you can't, overlook them, and see where their head is at with you, and see if you guys have the same, level of understanding about the same subject. So for example, if you're doing like how will I say, if you're doing things the Christian way, check, do they align with my mentality when it comes to the things of God? Do they align with my mentality or my values when it comes to family things? Do they align with, just like look and have conversations around these subjects to really know and understand where their mind is at. Okay, so like I read a story somewhere, I can't remember where I saw it, I think online. I can't remember now, but the story was just about this lady that she met this guy, and they hit it off, and it was so like nice, the feeling was good, they had this chemistry, they had like this very like good spark when they met for the first time. And yeah, she was so happy that, oh my god, I met somebody that we clicked. And the funny thing is, after that, they started talking, and then in the story it's like, after a few weeks she realized that she and the guy, they were not compatible with each other, because I don't know, I think maybe they disagreed on some subjects and stuff. And the funny thing is, like later on in life, she met somebody else that at the beginning she didn't necessarily have that rush of emotion, she didn't have that that spark, when it's like you're almost, it's like magnetic, do you understand? She didn't feel that like at the beginning when she met this other person. And then with time, they started talking, and she saw that, to be honest, this person had like a greater amount of compatibility with her and with her values. And this way she was able to understand, like she was able to see that, man, this guy is actually good for me. And to be honest, it was like a slow and steady burn, from all their conversations. And they were able to establish some certain things, they were able to align on certain values. And at the end of the day, she had the chemistry that she didn't have from the beginning. I think today, yes, from what I saw online, today she's married, and they are together. And this is where I want to say that, to be honest, like I feel like we should look more for alignment of values, we should look more on connection, we should look more on things that would last longer. Compatibility will last longer, chemistry is good, but you should be able to balance it with having that compatibility with your partner. I just wanted to put this out there. If you're still single, I mean, if you're not married, you're single. So if you're single, I feel like the prayer that we should be praying is, God, please don't let me only focus or find somebody, don't let me be with somebody that makes only my heart race, because heart race is fickle. Make go get heart race, the heart race will just turn to something like they say high blood pressure. Please let us pray the prayer of, God, please, I don't want somebody that will just make my heart race. I need somebody that will make me run this race with you. I mean, running the race, I mean the Christian race. Do you understand? It's not only heart racing we came to this life to do. You have to think of heavenly things too. You have to put your mind, on other things. So your prayer should be that, God, please, I beg, I don't want somebody that will make my heart race. Yes, let him make my heart race, it's fine, yes. But then, as my heart is racing, let us be running the race with you. Let us be running the race that you have called us to run, in the real sense of it. So for me, I feel like that's the most important part that we should not ignore. Dating these days, or like relationships these days are really tricky. Being in a relationship with somebody that does not align with you, and for example, the reason why I also say compatibility is more important is the peace that you have in it. When you're compatible with somebody and you guys align on everything or almost everything, you would have peace. Do you understand? Like, there's this kind of peace that surrounds you. You know, there's no drama, there's no like how will I say, you're not running helter skelter, you're not thinking or overdoing things that does not make sense. You know, you're aligned, you are at peace, you are zen, you are like, you are at a point where it's like you're centered, you're well centered. So this is what you should be looking for, this is what you should be investing your time doing, you know, whenever you want to build a relationship. So yeah, I feel like I just wanted to clarify these two important things, chemistry, compatibility, what does it mean, and what approach should we have to these things. Personally, I love seeing compatibility take the main stage. I want to have chemistry with somebody, I want to have chemistry with whoever I'm with, I want to have that, but then compatibility is much more important. So it's like you meet somebody and then for them it's like a little smoking, a little drinking, a little puff here and there is not bad. I don't consider it bad. And then you are here, you don't even want somebody that smokes, but then you wanna like compromise your values just for you to fit in. Doesn't make any sense. If you know that you don't like something or you don't believe in something, please stand your ground, to be honest, because these people are not going to change for you. So why do you want to change for them? So if you feel like you believe in something and you know that what you believe in is the right thing, please do the right thing. You should not allow somebody to be able to shake your values or shake, you know, what you stand for. You should be able to stand for something, because if you don't stand for something, you would fall for everything. So my dear, always stand for something. If I have compatibility with a person, I feel like this would actually even make the relationship grow in a very healthy way. For me, I feel like this is where you now have healthy chemistry, because there's some chemistry that's are unhealthy. So have the healthy chemistry, have the compatibility, and this will take you a long way. I hope that I was able to clarify these two things, and let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this subject, and let me know if you have actually had chemistry with somebody that ended up not being what you thought, or if you've had somebody that you're more compatible with and did not have chemistry with the person. Let me know in the comment section, because that one saved day. So please let me know in the comment section what you guys think about these two subjects. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I remain your favorite girl, Yemisi, and I'll see you guys again with another video next week. Please don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, give a thumbs up to this video, share to your friends. And yes, thank you guys for watching my video today, and yeah, ciao.